So, to wrap things up, Oedipus unknowingly kills his dad and then marries his mom. And that's exactly how Freud came up with the name, the Oedipus complex. So that does it for today's class. Tomorrow we're going to take a look at how to conduct an ethical psychological experiment. I will see you all then. Hey, dig the new installation. Will save me some back pain for sure.
Figured you'd like that. How was class?
You know what? It actually went pretty good. Finally starting to get the hang of things.
Nice! So, what are we getting ourselves into today?
Well, I am glad you asked. So, I was reading this new report out by The Onion. And basically, they said that a majority of psychological experiments conducted in the 1970s were just straight up crimes.
Well, this should be good.
So, obviously we're gonna have to go check that out.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's do it!
Alright, awesome. So hop on the teleporter, cause we're headed to Stanford. Go time, baby. Alright, so here we are at Stanford University. And judging by this bozo, I'm guessing we're in the 1970s.
Cool. So, what are we doing here exactly?
So according to my research, in 1971, a psychology professor named Philip Zimbardo conducted the Stanford prison experiment in the basement of this very building. And since we are trying to learn about ethics and experimentation, I figured this would be the perfect place to go.
A prison? On a college campus?
Yeah, I know, right? Apparently he recruited a bunch of college kids to act as guards and prisoners in a mock prison experiment and just let them loose. So how about you say we go and ask Zimbardo a few questions?
Sounds good to me. Let's go!
Alright, Stark, remember, we're in the 70s. We must speak the language of the people.
Hey, what's cracking with you two cool cats?
Actually, he's a dog. But you know, we're just jiving today. Catch my drift?
Oh, Suki Suki.
Yeah, so here's the skinny. Me and my boy over here have a gig with Philip Zimbardo. What's his 20?
Professor Zimbardo, he's one groovy dude. He's in his office down in the basement. You better skitty so you don't miss him.
Far out. Later days.
What the heck were you two even saying?
Right this way. Let's go. Gods, the prisoners have been pretty quiet.
Everything okay down there?
I'll check up on him, boss.
Ugh, for the 10th time. You don't have to make the ksh noise.
The walkie-talkie makes the ksh noise for you.
Oh yeah, sorry, boss.
Remember, boys, bathroom cleanup, 1 hour. Get your toothbrushes ready. Ugh, I hate that guy and his stupid chin. Professor Philip Zimbardo? Ah, how long have you been there? Like a minute maybe? But anyways, you got a sec? A little busy right now. I understand. Just let me introduce myself real quick. My name is Tim, and this is my buddy Stark. So believe it or not, we're from the future. I teach high school, and tomorrow I have to teach a class on how to properly and ethically conduct a psychology experiment. So I figured what's not better than seeing an experiment go down firsthand. Well, if you want to observe a valid and ethically conducted experiment, then you've come to the right place. Feel free to ask anything you'd like. Cool, thanks. So I guess for starters, what exactly is going on down here? As you can see, I've transformed the basement of our psychology building into a makeshift prison. I have recruited college students and randomly assigned them the role of prisoner and guard.
For what purpose?
We are testing the effect of role-playing, labeling, and social expectations on behavior over a 2-week period of time. Interesting. Yes. I've done a lot of work on de-individuation in the past.
De-individuation? Isn't that when people do impulsive or deviant things because they think they cannot be identified?
Why, yes, that is correct.
Cool. So, how far along are we on the experiment?
We are currently on day 6 of a 2-week operation, and we have already observed several interesting things. We gave the guards no formal training and told them that they could maintain law and order by any means necessary. Physical violence is not allowed. And as you can see on the monitor here, the guards are dressed in matching uniforms and have reflective sunglasses on in order to promote anonymity in possible acts of de-individuation.
Interesting. So, the guards are pretty harsh to the prisoners? What kind of things have you been observing?
Well, after a relatively uneventful first day, the prisoners in Cell 1 decided to blockade themselves in their cell, refusing to come out when ordered by the guards.
Ooh, a prison break. Go on.
Well, this caused some of the guards to call in for reinforcements, and they decided to gas the prisoners out using a fire extinguisher.
Isn't that assault?
Oh, no. It's okay. They signed the papers.
Alright. So the prisoners just took this abuse?
Well, there were some signs of rebellion. Prisoner 8612 left the experiment early due to the trauma, the psychological reactions of the experiment. Anyways, there was a rumor he was going to come back and release the other prisoners, so me and the guards went to move the prisoners and make sure the prison break did not take place.
So, you went to all that trouble making sure your college student prisoners weren't broken out of your experiment? Aren't you just supposed to be an observer? Now, I'm no expert on ethics, but it seems like it might be a little controversial being both the prison warden and the lead experimenter. But I mean, hey, what do I know?
Philip! Christina, what are you doing here? This experiment has gone too far! What are you talking about? We have gotten so much valuable information. We can't quit now.
Look at yourself, Philip. It's terrible what you're doing to these boys. How can you see what I saw and not care about the suffering? You yourself are the source to all this madness. The role between prison warden and experimenter has become blurred. Open your eyes, Philip.
Ugh, Christina, you know this experiment is my legacy. But for you, my love, I will end it.
Guards, this is your warden. This is Professor Zimbardo. As of now, the experiment has been permanently terminated. Thank you for your time, and we will conduct a post-experiment interview shortly.
Oh man. Okay. Copy, boss. Alright, so I think we're just gonna give you two some space and head on out of here. Thanks for everything, I guess. Well, so something tells me I probably shouldn't use this as an example of how to conduct an ethical experiment.
Yeah, probably a good call there.
On the next episode of Get Psyched Adventure.
What's on the docket for today?
So, tomorrow we are still talking about ethics and proper experimentation. And since our visit with Zimbardo did not give us the best look at an ethical experiment, I figured we'd go and check out another experiment so we can actually see the proper procedures. Just hop on the teleporter. We're headed to Yale.
Alright, so are you gonna tell me what we're doing here?
Of course. So it's currently the summer of '61, and a psychologist named Stanley Milgram is conducting an experiment on the effects of punishment on learning.
Well, it's about time you showed up. We've been waiting forever. Anyways, are you ready for the experiment?
So, I hear you're trying to get a 5 on the AP Psych test. Well, if that's the case, you should totally check out the link in the description box. There you will find a practice FRQ question based on this episode. Also, if you enjoyed the episode, please do like and subscribe. It will keep you up to date on all of mine and Stark's adventures. Anyways, see ya.